talk the whole time. The worst was with Reese Witherspoon. She didn't get 2 words in edgewise. So if I'm talking too much, raise your hand and I'll stop and let you speak. But I am so excited to be the one really to get to interview about this movie because I've been looking forward to it coming out for so long. And I don't even want to ask you questions. I just want to have like a conversation with you about it, which I think is a sign of a very successful movie. And it's going to have so many people talking. I know here I am going already. But after the premiere last night, the man sitting next to me just broke down, and we held hands because he'd recently lost someone, and the only thing he wanted to ask me, do you think he's in heaven, you know?
Wow.
And that's such a goosebumps, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is that really what you want to do, is just to have people have those conversations?
That's great. If that's what I think is the most wonderful thing about this, hopefully, that people who aren't people of faith, who haven't read the book, have read the book, that they'll talk about it.
Because they always say there's
people
two
that don't
things
like it.
Exactly.
They'll talk about it.
You don't talk about religion, you don't talk about politics. Why are they such taboo subjects? But we absolutely have a thirst for it.
We're all going to
like
die.
Well, don't bring the room down.
Well, unless he comes back first.
Well, there's that.
And in a way, this movie isn't about religion. It's about something much greater than that. It's about the mystery of who we are and where we come from. You know, the mystery you feel when you look at a newborn and you see there's a soul there. That soul just came into this earth. You watch someone you love die. You see them go and you think they are not there anymore in that husk of a body. That's beyond sort of dogmatic questions. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I've discovered with this that has thrilled me, frankly, is the sense that in this story, God is healing the wounded parts of us that we don't even know are the wounded parts of us. That for the Todd character, the pastor, wants to be able to help everyone, and he feels broken because he can't. Mm-hmm. And the mother of a son who sent her son off to war and who has believed her whole life in her faith still carries a wound that she doesn't know how to heal. And the mother of the boy carries a wound for a miscarriage that she had, that she's never been able to heal, and she's carried it in secret. And God knows our secret wounds even when we don't. Mm-hmm. That's a powerful story. That's beyond religion.
And it is such a powerful story. It is a religious movie, but like you were saying, it doesn't thump you over the head with the Bible. He's a preacher, but he's still a human being with his doubts. And that's a really interesting perspective, because as Christians, you almost feel guilty for even doubting yourself sometimes in your religion. Tell me about finding the perfect Colton. This little kid, absolutely delicious, just eats up the screen. How is that process of finding the perfect kid? You had to have... That was like key to making this work. We
loved it, but I've got a picture of Greg and Connor together in their first audition, and Greg just lay down on the floor with him and started to play with him and wait to say the lines until he felt the moment right, and he started to say the lines, and we thought the kid was not going to speak at all. And do you remember that?
That's right. No, it was about 35, 40 seconds of awkward silence where I was like, are we sure this is the right kid that they brought in? And then just very effortlessly, he just started to speak and started to tell us who Colton was. And then I just said a line back to him, and he volleyed back. And I think we have that. The tape exists, but it's that's one set of experiences that we all felt good about. We had our guy, and then of course you go to a movie set one day up in Winnipeg, and you still hope that you have the right boy, and that we went through it all over again. There were some nervous people watching, saying, "Is it going to be there?" And it was. He just was very natural. Very real, and really embodied something special in his performance. You track him so closely.
Yeah, he's a juicy little boy.
Yeah.
And the movie speaks to me on so many levels, and I was wondering, because, with the wonderful technology we have in Hollywood now, when you showed us the glimpse of heaven through Colton's experience, I almost wanted you to take it a little bit further and show me a little bit more. Is there a reason why you just gave us such a small glimpse? Because I think my daughter had the children's books, and it goes a little bit more into what Colton saw.
Well, we wanted heaven to be something that you wanted to see more of, and also something that you could see concretely. He talked about a real place, not a place that was just all fluffy and ethereal. We talked about sitting in Jesus' lap exactly the way he would sit with his Father. And I found that to be extremely comforting.
Has the real Colton, well, obviously, the real family has seen the movie. Did they say you got it right? What you were able to portray with the angels and the visions that he had?
Yeah, they're thrilled with the movie. And at the same time, there's always a sense in a movie of you can't be so literal about telling a story that you don't get the truth of the story out. And I think they are thrilled with the movie.
I was thrilled with it. I was very honored to be among the sneak peekers to get to see Heaven is Real. It's opening up on April 16th. Thank you all so much for allowing me to let you speak a little bit during this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.